Yesterday, you had helped resolve a dispute between a satyr camp and a dryad grove. Apparently, the satyrs had taken wood from the grove in order to build a moonshine still, and the dryads had stolen that still back in revenge. As you followed one of the satyrs towards the grove, you temporarily got a little lost. Dorek decided to fly up above the treetops with his winged boots of flying to see if he could spot the grove from above. Indeed, he did, and he also spotted a rock, a massive bird that was bearing down upon him. With a well placed shot into the rock's eyeball, he drove it away for but a moment, just enough to set back down beneath the treetops. And as he did so, he realized that he was in a different spot than he had taken off from. With some quick intuition, it was reasoned that the Feywild had a mild disorienting effect, though making a beeline for the grove above the trees would be dangerous with the rock. With some good skill, an invisibility spell, and some luck, Dorek managed to maneuver through the trees quickly enough to meet back up with the party at the grove. There, you talked with the Grove Mother, a powerful dryad that emerged from a looming giant oak tree. With some sylvan convincing from Dorek and Ember, you managed to persuade the dryad to hand back over the still in exchange for handing over the satyr to the dryads. Although he voiced his disagreement, that was no match for Ember's magical charm, and he soon wandered into the grove. He was instantly grappled by the Grove Mother's vines and turned into a small tree right before your eyes. As gratitude, the Dryad gave the party a large piece of enchanted magical bark that would aid in protecting whomever wears it. You headed back to return the still to the satyrs, and, as it would turn out, not a moment too soon. With the full moon overhead, the satyrs quickly got to work distilling the moonlight into moonshine, and jars of the clear liquid were passed around. You learned that by drinking a shot, you could cast Moonbeam with it, though too many shots would leave you inebriated and very hungover in the morning. With an eventful night's rest, you finish packing up your belongings from the satyr camp and prepare to hit the trail once more. By your estimates, the dome encapsulating the town of Myraine is no more than a day away now. Should you have any business you wish to wrap up at the satyr camp, now is the time. The world is yours.
I have one thing that I definitely want to do before we leave.
Absolutely.
I want to check in with Skip, which I imagine others definitely do too.
Me
Alright.
too.
As you wake up, and whomever is, wanting to talk with Skip makes their way over to where you last saw him, you see a large plush rug laid out upon the dirt and grass on the ground. And atop it, you see the two beautiful elven people that you had met, I believe it was the night prior or 2 nights prior, with Skip in between them in a sort of like half spooning position. They are still asleep.
So, we should probably come back later, right?
We could also just wake him. I feel it.
I mean, but we do have places to be.
We're on a time schedule. Okay, I really don't want to be a kobold for that much longer. No offense.
Yeah, I don't want to be this tall anymore.
I miss being that tall.
I mean, there
I'm like Denver.
are bigger stakes than accidentally waking someone up early.
Yeah, so who wants to poke him?
Oh, I was preparing to do so.
Poke him.
Dork will be careful not. He'll be careful not to wake up the elves, but he will just lean over and just poke Skip's nose.
As you lean over to poke his nose, give me a perception check.
If this doesn't work, I want to kick him.
You said perception?
Perception.
That'll be a 16.
16. The elves are not asleep, because elves do not sleep.
Oh, that's right. They're. Listen, it's been a while since I played an elf.
But they are resting, and they don't seem to really care what you're doing. You poke the little otterfolk's nose, and he kind of scrunches up his nose and attempts to bite your finger.
I will, like, retract my finger, and seeing as he's going to be persnickety, I will, like, whisper to the elf, like, I'm sorry, I just
That's a
need to
natural.
bother him for a sec.
That's a natural one to hit you, so he absolutely misses your finger. But in the movement, he wakes up, sneezes a little. Ah! Oh, how rude! Good morning,
I was
though.
about to.
Hey, what a way to wake up!
That's better than getting flicked in the nose.
All right. So, what can the skip do for you?
Well, first off, I hope you're feeling better than the previous day.
It's still a lot, but a good night's sleep did me well, I say.
Yeah, just apologies again for dropping that on you. I thought it was something that you already knew about.
No, there's many mysteries in this world, I'm afraid, that I know precious little about. And that's why I'm out here.
Did you think about our idea of coming with us? Or at least talking to your son?
Yeah, that's give me an insight check.
Insight.
Can I also make an insight?
Are you there?
Ooh.
Yes.
That is a 21.
Never mind.
There's that's gonna be a no from me, I'm afraid. And I'm gonna send you something.
Not me typing a snide comment about the situation in what I thought was the group chat, and instead I just DM'd my friend at 3 a.m. saying
What did you say?
his nose twitches in disapproval. That's it. That's literally it.
Do not delete it. Do not delete it.
Terrible. Also, I hope you know I left call for a second because I accidentally called Lily because she DM'd me.
And then I laughed at her. She told me to shut up.
Yeah.
They just.
What is going on behind the scenes there? What the hell, guys?
You know, we're not been distracting in the meantime. That's what's happening.
So, what else can I help you with? Is that it?
Are you sure?
Yep, absolutely.
Wait, so
Does
you...
he seem? Does he seem
you
sure?
don't...
Sorry, Lawrence, what are you saying?
So you don't want to send any message to... Wait, sorry, I forgot his name. To Quark?
Nah, I don't really see the reason why.
All right.
Okay. One moment, and I'm going to walk over to. Uh, well, let me just talk to my party members about
Group huddle.
our next move. I'm going. Yeah, I gotta like grab Amrys. Like, okay, something's up.
Hmm?
Amrys, you can. You know the messaging spell, right?
Ye- like the messaging, yes, message.
I. That's. He keeps glancing at those elves. I don't know what's up, but I don't know if he wants them to hear something. Can you, from a
Think he's
distance,
being
try and
held
talking to
hostage?
him? I
Or
don't
just
know. I mean,
Skip? As in, you think he's under some kind of duress?
well, that's where my mind is jumping. Perhaps he. I mean, the Feywilds are a dangerous place, more for a reason of getting eaten by beasts.
I look to Celica. Can you do the talk inside the head thing?
I forgot Celica was here. You kind of specialize in that kind of stuff, don't you?
Yeah.
I was DMing Spencer in the meantime. I was like, "Fuck! Did we get a long rest? I might
Yeah,
be useless
okay,
or the
so-
most useful."
Everyone got a long rest. Everyone can mark off 1 point of exhaustion if you have any from drinking. But yes, everyone got a long rest, no matter if you drank or not.
Beautiful. Is there something specific you would like me to say, or am I just probing and getting a snapshot of this poor person's brain?
I don't know. There's something making him a little anxious. And I mean, if you've been gone for a few centuries with nothing left, literally nothing left in this situation except for a single family member, I think you'd want to, talk to them. I've read his words to his son in his book. He definitely cares about him.
He could just
Yeah.
be a deadbeat dad. That does happen
Yeah, they do
a
exist.
lot. Yeah.
Listen, I'm there with you, but
Skip
I don't-
doesn't seem that.
Give me.
Can I have
Ember
an?
sorry, what was that?
I was gonna ask if I could roll some insight to like think of my past, like interactions with Skip to see if he would seem like a bad.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. You can make an insight
Okay.
check. Absolutely.
I'm also getting
That-
messed
okay,
around
good.
with the Amanos. So Cork is the one in front of us, and Skip is the one at home, or this is Skip.
Backwards.
Other way around.
Cork is
So
the
this
Skip
one.
is the
old man
dad,
Skip.
and he's here.
Can Emrys get advantage on the bad dad roll because of backstory stuff?
You know what?
Yeah.
Sure.
Efficiency,
Yeah.
bad dad.
Sure. Yes, you
I was
can.
gonna say you could argue that either way because I truly did not see it coming for a while. Oh shit! My D20 landed on the floor. Wait, what I'm rolling insight?
Yes.
Yeah. 7.
Hard to tell. You do remember that he seemed pretty disturbed about hearing the news, but it's been a day. It's not really possible to
I
tell
also-
his true intentions.
I also don't have a good judge on father figures, clearly.
Okay, so I'm Lily. The person is confused. Patron, what are you asking me to do? Because I had to like step out and close the door and like help out with the bathroom, and also my character wasn't here for conversation. And when I came back, I was asked to partake in conversation. So,
Okay.
yeah, I know the message spell. We're trying to get him to talk to Cork, but why is he anxious?
So, yesterday, or the previous session, or
Right.
2 sessions ago, I can't remember,
with
we
you.
talked about setting Skip up with ascending conversation with his son, and he needed to collect himself. Now that we're here, we're asking him about that, and he's like, nope, we're all good.
Okay, yeah, no, that's sus as hell. Okay, I was like,
But
I thought
now-
he was chilling.
And he keeps looking like back and forth between like Doric and the elves he's sleeping with,
I'll say,
like
Doric,
anxiously.
you're the only person who noticed he did that, and he only did it once, and it seemed to be, with that high of an insight roll, it seemed to be instinctual.
Gotcha.
Instinctual.
Maybe
you'll-
if we just ask him if we can speak somewhere private.
I am.
but I-
I am always
just-
willing. I am always willing to lend a hand with my powers, but I will warn you, if people are not aware, that can be rather intrusive. And I do not know much of the Aminos and their situation with their family or the larger realms at stake.
I can't
But
help but think about the worst when it comes to this stuff. I mean, like, let's be honest, we haven't had a good experience in this realm already. I'm already thinking of more bad stuff coming our way.
Well, you haven't had a good experience. Last night was pretty fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed the horse.
Satyr fucking aside.
Well,
If we don't want to, make a big thing of it, I could still cast message like you were thinking, Dork.
Or-
I can casually telepathically communicate. So do you want me to just like ask him real quick, be like, hey, you wanna come over here, mister?
What if, I mean, regardless of what we do, what Skip wants, I think we're going to end up telling Quark about this.
Oh yeah. I mean, this is probably not the nicest thing, but I could have a mini heart-to-heart about the effects of a father-son relationship. I don't know.
How do we get him out of his hammock? Should we just ask him to move? I liked your idea.
Wait, I have an amazing idea. If you guys are willing to hear me out,
yeah.
Always.
I have
We're already sharing ideas.
I have some leftover of this speakeasy wine that we got from Shirok. If we can get him to drink it, he won't be able to lie.
This is true.
Bitch, that's a
And
good
Okay.
he loves alcohol.
In this case, should we in fact ask him to go somewhere private so that he does not?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, we're putting a lot of energy into this. What are we hoping to find here? I mean, do we want him to come with us? What's the?
I thought
I mean,
the goal was-
I only say that because it does not. It feels unethical to give someone truth serum without their consent and then put them around strangers. That is all I meant.
I just have a bad feeling about this. Like,
Yeah,
what
it
if
seems
he made
particularly.
some weird deal?
Are we? May I give this man a little ring in his mind? Give him a little hey.
Sure, yeah. No one's stopping you.
I just need to be within 30 feet, so that's the only thing that matters. I just gotta scooch closer if we're not already. But
You guys can move wherever you want.
hell
I
yeah.
feel like we're only like 15, 20 feet away.
Okay, perfect. She's just gonna kind of a glance over at. Oh my God, Spence! We talked about this like a year ago, and this is the niche situation that's finally coming up for. She's gonna turn around and kind of glance over at Cork and lip sync what she's saying out loud. So he is like being convinced that he's like being spoken to.
Ooh,
Aloud.
right. Yeah, absolutely. What do you say?
And she's
And
gonna
by the way,
say-
this is Skip. This is not Quark.
Oh, dang! Okay. One more time. So, which one's is the name of the dad?
This is Skip. That's all you need to worry.
Skip?
That's all. Yeah, this is Skip.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So she's gonna say to Skip, excuse me, my friends and I are trying to figure out what our next maneuver is, over a drink. Would you mind helping us?
And so he thinks you're just speaking to him normally, right?
Yeah, it's just like very casual, just like, hey you, like
Okay, so
hey you.
he speaks normally. He doesn't speak telepathically back.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh, sure. I could go for another one right now."
And then Celica will say out loud, fantastic.
All right. Come on over here. Let me see what you got.
Oh no, you misunderstand, my friend. It's more of a I don't know. My friends here can get rather relaxed, around drowsy people. Up and at 'em, as they say. Come here.
Oh, okay. I see. Let me ask my compatriots and see what they say.
Of course.
And he whispers into the some of the elves' ear, and they get up and follow him over to you guys.
Perfect.
This is.
Yeah, this is us.
Are we all
Perfect.
seeing
Okay.
this? We all seeing what's happening?
As that happens, I intercept. I can look at the others and go, talk to Cork. I go and intercept the two elves and go, wait a second, gentlemen. Can I just have a second of your time? Cork, you can go ahead. I need to talk to the two elves here.
I fucked everybody up. This is Skip now.
Oh no, I got it. Can I just take a moment of your time? It'll be just Cork, go along. They'll be along in a second.
Give me an insight check, Ember.
Cool. It's gonna be 24.
Oh, they look pissed, but they're very good at hiding it.
Yeah.
And I cast Detect Magic and look at Cork.
Absolutely.
I mean, fuck, Skip.
You
Get the
can.
guy.
And indeed, as you open up your senses to the realm of the arcane lattice, you see threads kind of spiraling out from his head. And you interpret these as the spell of enchantment.
I fucking knew it.
Ew.
Okay. How do we break enchantment? Nobody freak out yet. Don't blow the cover.
Are you asking like vocally?
I'll use
I
message
have
with
some
Dork.
possible spells.
Oh, I can easily break a charm.
I guess if Emrys knows that both of you are magic savvy, so he'll message both of you discreetly, saying
I was just
something like, "It's enchantment. How do we get rid of it?"
Yeah, because
I
I
can
don't
also
use
get rid
any
of a charm.
resources to do telepathy. So if you guys ever want to make me the middleman, that's like it's like essentially a cantrip. I don't know if message.
Oh,
is a
that's
cantrip.
so cool.
I think how Celica. I think Celica, because of your powers and what you just said, it'd be kind of interesting if Celica acted like a relay for telepathy. So
Like
like
little Wi-Fi
I was trying to
ping.
convey.
you could speak
On a
through
Wi-Fi
them.
ping.
Yeah.
I like the idea we just put our hand on Silica's back. It just works.
Yeah, because like
Hello?
if you
This thing working?
so basically there's going to be a connection laid out between me and you, the player, the character,
if
and
you-
as long
I'll
as you don't even have to understand me, but I can talk back and forth that way, so I could just keep yelling and just be monkey in the middle.
Yeah. I'll say
Telepathic group chat.
if you want to actually like speak, like so Doric, you don't know the message spell, do you?
I do not.
Okay, so say if you wanted to speak in your voice telepathically to Skip, you could do so through Celica.
Okay.
It just means Celica. It just means Celica has to be within 30 feet of both of you, if that or whatever
Okay.
range. Yeah,
Also,
You're crazy, Mr. DM. That's not even what I was thinking. That's
I
awesome.
love that idea though. Maybe we'll say
That's
that you have to be
crazy.
maybe you have to be touching Celica, but I love this idea.
This is cool.
All right, so
quick out of character thing.
yeah,
Lawrence, are you thinking of using the Dispel Magic spell?
I am thinking of using Greater Restoration.
What level is that?
5th level, and it also uses 100 gold.
I have Dispel Magic and it's 3rd level.
Oh, it's all you.
While
I
they-
will
Okay.
like speak telepathically, like I can easily dispel this.
You're speaking to Cork? Or sorry, oh my god, fuck you, Lily!
To Emrys.
To Emrys. Okay. So first up, while you guys are doing your little telepathic communication stuff, we're going to resolve what Ember's doing with the elves. Ember, you insert yourself as the two elves are following behind Skip. And you say, what, excuse me a moment of your time?
It's just a quick thing with you two.
Yes. What is it?
So, what's your guys' names? I don't think I cut the names.
Well, you should have paid attention. My name is Nestorine Neros, and this is Solana Phineas.
Phineas. Cool.
Phineas.
Okay, so yeah, it was basically just something about the. You guys seem smart. You're smart, right?
Very much so.
Have you guys mapped out the area? Like, kind of figured out some stuff? Maybe an exit. You know what I mean? We're kind of trying to find something, and we've been lost a bunch. So we just kind of want to see if some smart guys like you could help us out.
As you talk, one of the elves, the one you're talking with, kind of looks past you and just kind of make a very, very slight head movement to the other one. And Solana, the one you were not talking to, begins to move around you to follow Skip.
Wait. Hey. What
If you really want... Nestorine is going to try and block you and let Solana try and walk past as he responds, if you really would like a map, I believe some of the satyrs are good at mapping around the area, and the prancing legs and whatnot, they get around quite easily.
Oh, I get it, you guys. Oh, yeah, we need to find the real smart people. I get it. I get why you're leaving. I tell the other one who's trying to step away. I get it. You don't like I get it. You don't want to seem dumb in front of the new guy. I get it.
Dork and Emrys, what are you guys doing?
If we see one of the elves coming over, I'll just like look to Lawrence like, sorry, can you stop them? Am I dispelling this?
I think you're dispelling this.
All right, stop them if they get closer, and I'll lean down to Quark, and I will sort of like put a finger underneath his chin and like Skip, one moment. Can you look at me for a sec?
Sure. What's up?
Then my glove will start, the embroidery on my glove will glow, and spectral vines will wrap around his teeny little otter head as I cast Dispel Magic.
I have.
I think Emrys. Oh, you go.
I have everyone roll initiative.
Dang it!
Oh shit!
Damn.
That is
13.
terrible for me.
Ooh, I actually got pretty good.
Oh, me too.
Please tell me your numbers. I'm not tracking this in D&D Beyond.
Oh,
24.
okay,
I can add
19.
a post-it.
I rolled physical dice.
23.
I rolled a
mean.
2, by the way.
All right.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah. 21 for Emrys.
23.
Ooh, nice. And Dork, what was yours?
Now I have to go first.
Dork, what was yours?
Mine was 19.
Am I going first?
Let me finish rolling.
Oh, okay.
We will not be needing the map for this. Theater of the mind. In this case, Emrys, you see the spell begin to build around Doric, and in the moments that before it goes off, you are so quick on your feet and quick of mind that you get an action before the spell goes off. What are you doing?
Oh, so this isn't. This is
correct. This is before everything happens. This is just a way to organize it. You're not necessarily in hostile combat right now. Think of this as like turn-based mode in Baldur's Gate.
Okay, so do I only get one action or do I get a turn?
You get a turn. You get a full turn. You can do whatever you like with that turn, but nothing has really happened yet.
Okay, I'm going to activate Blade Song as a bonus action. Which is gonna buff up my AC and my walking speed. And I'm gonna use that little buff, and I'm going to go to the elf approaching us and try to intimidate him. Now that I'm taller and faster and have my orc intimidation.
Give me an intimidation check.
Ooh. Let me see if there's a way I can roll this. Give me a second. This is not an ability check, is it?
It is, yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna re-roll it using Pact of the Talisman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no. I get to add D. I'm gonna keep it and add the D4 from Pact of the Talisman because I'm not confident in this roll. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm fine.
Doric, you're up next.
That's gonna be an 18 intimidation.
18. The elf takes a step back as you swiftly approach and just kind of balks a little bit at you.
Did you need something? And then with the blade song, Emrys, his hand is kind of like not. It's resting on the pommel of his rapier, and the rapier is like slightly has like a little like oily sheen on it, but he hasn't drawn it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Doric, your spell goes off. Give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check?
Yep.
Do you want me to read out the spell description first or after?
You make it seem like there's something new about this spell, so yeah, read it.
Any ongoing spell of level 3 or lower ends automatically, but if it's level 4 or higher, or do you already know the rules?
I already, yeah, so yeah, I know how that works, yeah, so...
An Arcana check then? Okay.
An Arcana check. As you sense that this spell is higher than level 3.
That is a 24.
24. You pulse your magic, and it snaps. You look around to see what happened, and you see one of the elves has just ever so slightly lifted a hand and vaporized your magic with a counterspell.
Is it the elf closest to me?
It is the elf closest to you. There is no need for harsh magics in this camp. Is that...
Do I still have an action, or...
Are we all
That
having a
was
very
your
passive,
action.
a very aggressive confrontation with these people? This is terrifying.
That was your action.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just clearing up this little thing on my friend here. Nothing too impressive, but if you don't want me to use magic, I'll, pull out my rifle. I have something much more physical here, if you'd like to start something.
They just kind of laugh a little bit, like a soft little royal chuckle. And it's their turn. Actually, specifically, it's the elf in front of you, Ember. And they are going to... They're going to reach out and touch you, Ember. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Man, what do these people roll in initiative?
That's 14.
14. That is a failure, as your body becomes locked in place. Magical shackles binding you to the dirt you stand upon. You are
shit.
paralyzed. Ember, you're up.
Is everything paralyzed? Can I talk?
Let me check. No, you are incapacitated. You are not able to do anything. But at the end of your turn, you can attempt to make another wisdom saving throw.
There's not really anything I can do if I
Nope,
can't
there's
even
nothing you
talk.
can do. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I was like to say, if I could still talk, I could mess this guy up, but I can't. It's gonna be a 4.
That fails. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
The other elf now walks towards Skip and says, Skip, I believe you have poor choice in the company you keep. Please come back with us. And Skip immediately turns to leave your guys' group, heading back towards Solana. Solana doesn't move, as they are, mildly intimidated by Emrys, luckily, but Skip slowly walks back over to them. Lawrence, you're up. Actually, sorry, Celica, what was your initiative?
I was like, I rolled
I was
a
about to say, what the
25. Did
fuck?
everyone roll above a 25? This is crazy.
I am so fucking sorry.
Okay, I tried to say something here and there, like, wow, these guys rolled high initiative. Wow, this is crazy. I'm like, holy fuck, Lawrence is higher than me on initiative? That's bullshit.
Nah, bullshit. Lawrence rolled a 2.
Okay.
Hold up.
I was like, wait, I forgot about Celica. I'm so sorry.
Scream
Okay.
at someone.
Celica, what your action, what would it have been?
I kept waiting to see what the situation was gonna be, so I have no idea so far. I have so many mental commands though.
We can say that this all happened, all of these ones were like near 20. So these happened almost instantaneously. We'll say,
Right.
You can go before Skip starts walking away, if you wish to do anything.
Thick.
I'm sorry.
What is this one? No, you're okay. You're okay.
And for that mistake, I will give you a point of heroic inspiration.
Oh shucks, you're being too sweet. What does this even mean? God, the only part about big level spells is that they have big level paragraphs. Okay. Compulsion is up for debate. I don't know, I have like... Nope. Okay. Sorry, everything I have is if they're charmed, it's kind of screwed. Yeah, I think I am going to... Sorry. Okay. Okay, command seems to still work whether they're charmed or not. Everything else wasn't.
Sure.
The spell has no effect if the target's undead, can't understand language, or command is directly harmful, because that's what happened to the satyr. I would just like to issue the command halt to Skip.
Hey, wisdom saving throw for Skip.
Yes, please.
I dropped the dice. That is a 13.
Oh, halt.
Halt! And Skip does. Mid-step towards Solana, he halts.
Beautiful. And then for my bonus action, I actually...
Lawrence, you're up next.
Jesus Christ. So sorry this is so messy. That's about all I can do because I can't be violent.
Very well.
Everything else I do is gonna get
Violence.
violence. So I gotta stop. Alright, that's my turn.
All right, Lawrence, you're up. You're up. Lawrence, you're muted.
Zoe, I assume I'm within 30 feet of Ember.
Correct.
Great. I'm gonna walk over to him, and then I'm gonna use a second level spell to cast Lesser Restoration on him, curing his paralysis.
Right.
And that's a bonus action in the 2024 spell.
Yep, so it shall be. Very well. He is cured of paralysis. You watch as Lawrence's magic just kind of fades through these magical shackles and dissolves them into a fine dust.
Your magic ain't no match for my boyfriend, bitch.
Bonus action gone. What are you doing?
Then I am going to... We haven't damaged them, right?
No, not yet. No one
Dork's gonna.
no one has started a fight.
Yeah. I'm going to... Upon freeing Ember, I'm going to use my action to use my Channel Divinity and set Path to the Grave on the one that was charming, or like was commanding Skip to walk over.
Path to the grave on Solana. All right. Is that your turn?
And that will be my turn.
All right, Emrys, you're back up.
Do I know if halt is a concentration?
Halt.
The spell that
The command?
Oh,
That's the spell command.
command. It is not concentration. However, it will only last for 1 round.
okay.
So you have 1 round to figure out what to do with Skip before he starts moving or walking back towards the elves once again. You assume.
I have a mechanics question.
Sure.
I have the rope of entanglement in my inventory,
Mhm.
and it says to use it, you have to speak you have to spend an action to speak. Word. Never mind. I don't know what my question was. Guys, is it more important that I attack them or get Skip all tied up?
I mean, the spell's gonna drop if we, kill him, so.
Oh my god. That's
I
so
have-
good.
I'm just saying.
I'm
They
gonna
can't
do a
control-
single burst.
They can't control Skip if they're dead.
Okay, then I do have a question, DM. Because the only thing you need to do to use the rope is say a command word and the other party members know of the rope, could they technically use their action to use the rope if it's on my hip?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we have that in our back pocket if things happen.
It's not attuned, is it? It's not like an attunement item.
No.
Yeah, so yeah.
That rope has
anyway.
come in so handy.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna do some violence.
All right.
I will attack the elf closest to me with my rapier.
You should try to do max damage on this one attack because it's vulnerable. If you're attacking the one that does have Path to the Grave on it.
There's one that's in front of
Is-
Ember. There's one that's attacking Ember. There's one that is charming Skip. Solana is the one charming Skip. Nestorin is the one in front of Ember.
Solana is the one that has Path to the Grave on him.
Yes.
So the one in front of Ember.
No, the one that's charming Skip.
Okay, so I'll sink all my damage.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
That's 15 to hit with the rapier.
15 would hit. However, they raise a hand quickly. A bubble of force magic envelops them, and it misses, shattering upon the shield.
Oh. Does this mean that if I attack again, it won't?
The shield still
Even though
remains
it's a
up.
magic weapon?
The shield still remains up, yep. Emrys, you've heard of this spell before in your learnings. This is the shield spell. It simply is a bonus to their armor class.
Okay.
I could always shoot past it.
Potentially.
Nah, is there a way you could give me a bonus to my roll? Or does that have to be on your turn?
Not as a reaction.
Okay, that's fine. I'll continue with what I was doing in the hopes that I can get sneak attack.
Doric, you're up next. Emrys, you still have another shot left, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, I don't think 10's gonna cut it.
And does not. Once again, the bolt shatters upon the shield just as the last.
Let me make sure Blade Song doesn't give me an attack buff.
I don't believe it does.
Okay. Then... Okay, then I'm going to finish my turn by moving out of this elf's attack range and going towards Ember.
Okay. You're
And
gonna
he
get.
can't get opportunity.
You're right. He can't. All right. Doric, you're up.
Sorry, there's a gnat flying around my head.
Sorry.
I'm gonna. Oh. Haha. I am going to. It's Solana that Emrys was fighting, right?
Yes.
And she's the one with the Path of the Grave, right?
And the shield, yes.
All right. I'm going to. Hang on, let me see something. I am going to shoot at her, and I'm going
Jesus.
to add 2 points of grit to make a violent shot.
All right. Check that misfire.
That is going to be a 27 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
I have a plus 14 to hit.
Cracking
Jesus
right through the
Christ.
shield. Roll damage.
All right. It's going to be 3d12 plus 6. Whew. Let's see, that's going to be... That is going to be 32 points of magical piercing damage.
Oh,
Is
goodness.
that after doubling or before?
No, wait. So that is going to be 64 points
Oh my
of magical piercing damage.
This combo is ridiculous.
I feel like Doric procs my Path to the Grave so much, and every single time it's so huge.
I love Path of the Grave.
How do you want to do this?
This is a sexy combo.
Is she smirking when she like puts up the shield?
Oh, absolutely.
As she like smirks at Emrys with her shield cast up, just for a split second, the shield is just gonna shatter around her, and before she can barely even react, her head explodes as Doric.
It's like the scene. It's like the scene in Arcane.
Basically, yeah. And as Doric has his gun lined up right where her head once was, and he will flick the lever to pop out the bullet, and he will look to the other elf and just shout out, "Are you next?"
Hard.
He's going to turn and run. Ember and Lawrence.
Oh.
Actually, no, just Ember.
Hey.
You get an opportunity attack.
Absolutely. Gonna swipe him with my dagger. It's gonna be dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Eh. How close is Lawrence? Do I get sneak attack on this?
I'm next to you. I don't know if I'm
sneak attack on
near.
this?
No,
I
unless you-
had to get next to you to get rid of your paralysis. So I'm probably still
Wait,
there.
is Lesser Restoration touch?
Lesser Restoration is touch, yeah.
Okay, so then yes, you get sneak attack, and Lawrence, you also get an opportunity attack if you wish.
Awesome. Okay, let's do this.
I think I have anything that I would want to use.
And that's then gonna be 19 slashing damage.
Right. As the dagger just cuts across the back of their calf as they're running away. Lawrence, what you doing?
I'm gonna make a slash with the Spell Eater, and that's
Okay.
a 20 to hit.
20 does hit. Roll damage.
Then they take 3 damage
That's it?
while slashing. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have a lot of strength anymore.
Yeah. They're still running away, but as they do get out of your range, they're going to pivot on their heel and force out both of their hands in a cone formation, and a huge blast of icy cold wind is going to blast all across the entire group. And I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw.
17.
Okay.
16.
Okay. Both of those pass.
21.
That passes.
Oh wait. 16.
That passes. And
Does
so
a 15 pass?
that also passes.
I'm
Damn.
shocked.
And did everyone pass?
Well, and Cork got a Skip got a 13 plus 2, so 15, so he also passes. So, you guys take half damage. You guys take 21 cold damage.
An uncanny dodge.
Okay. So I believe that's... You take none, right?
I take half, I think, but
No, sorry.
I think if you already succeeded it, it's reduced to none.
No, sorry. This is...
Oh.
No, for... I know what
You're
you're thinking
of
of.
evasion.
You're thinking of
Just
evasion.
having
That's only
Oh.
for dexterity saving throws. This is a Constitution saving throw. So you still take 21 points of damage no matter what, and you can't use uncanny dodge because it's not an attack.
oh, okay.
And what was the
So
damage? You said
21 is what you
21?
said?
21 points of cold damage, correct. And as the cold air kind of crystallizes in the air, momentarily blinding all of you, and then melting in the... Well, not you, Celica. It only it blinds you for a second or so, and then it melts in the air into a low-lying fog. You see the elf running away still. He's about 30 feet away at this point. Celica, what are you doing?
Oh, God bless you. I was like, please let it be my turn. Okay, he's 30 feet away.
Sorry.
He's trying to run away.
It's Ember's turn.
Ember, do a violence. You haven't been able to do anything. Do a violence.
And then it's Celica.
I have... give me a second. 30 feet away?
30 feet away.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do... unsettling words. Which
Okay.
means that he's gonna have... the next saving throw he does, it's gonna be a minus 1d8. And then we're gonna do suggestion.
Okay.
Which is 30 feet.
Is unsettling words a cantrip?
Unsettling words is an ability as a bonus action.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so that's a wisdom save. He gets a minus 1d8. He also gets advantage on it because of his feature.
Sure.
The 18 on the die, minus 1d8. It's a 1 on the die, 17.
Son of a bitch. Passes.
Yep. All right, is that your turn?
End of turn. Yeah.
Celica, you're up.
Okay.
You got this.
Okay. Seems to be pretty good at saving throws. Let's just hit him. Okay, I have a telekinetic force ability. I gotta make sure I'm reading this right or else I'm gonna break it. Okay, and then if I hurl it, there's different rules. Why did it reset my whole paper? Okay, there we go. Okay. If you initiate a grapple, I assume that's your action.
You are too far away to initiate a grapple.
Yeah, but you're not as smart as I am in terms of character.
Initi-
I can
a-
initiate a grapple from 30 feet away.
A grapple is an attack. So if you're gonna, I doubt you have multiple attacks, but if you did, you could use one of them to grapple.
Okay, yeah, because I can mentally grapple them from a while. Where is the thing that says I can do the? I just need the. Okay, you can only select the hammering modifier. Okay, that's the only one I was gonna do. I thought there was a limit. Okay, so I'm going to make an attack roll, and then if it hits, then I'll worry about the rest part. Telekinetic force. I'm gonna hit you with my brain. It's a d20 plus 10. Okay, does a 29 hit?
29 does hit.
Okay, sick. So here's the thing, right? I can spend up to. Let's see, what level are we?
9. Sorry, 13.
13. Okay, I can spend 7 at a time. So 7 extra dice. I want this guy to fucking die. Okay, so that makes it. How many d10 is that? Okay, that's 8d10. Close. Alright, 27 bludgeoning damage.
Oh
And
boy.
knocked 5 feet even. Actually, can I knock him 5 feet closer to me?
You can do whatever you want to do because how do you want to do this?
Oh, good, because it's a corpse. All right, you guys ever played The Force with Unleashed?
I've seen it.
Yes.
You're an overpowered Force user, and when you use the Force Blast on a Stormtrooper, they basically go. I want that to happen. I just want to hurl a force blast at him so hard, and I don't care about pulling him forward. If he's alive, I'm going to ragdoll him as far as he can go. Just like she's like hurling a javelin almost. Like her eye will glow a little and just kind of boom.
Much like you have taken command of the source engine itself, Nestorin, with a loud kind of clanging noise that doesn't quite resemble banging into grass, ricochets off the ground, disappearing over the tree line.
And you she just kind of takes a deep breath in. Okay, is he okay? And looking at Skip, not the corpse.
Yeah. I was like, no, the other guy's not.
You watch
No, honey.
as Skip is just kind of standing there, absolutely shell-shocked and stunned, as just 15 feet in front of him, the person that he was, so close with is now headless.
Doric will step in front of him and
What?
block the view.
Yeah.
What was that, Ember?
How are all the satyrs and other people in the camp reacting to what just happened?
Hungover and in their tents, and you guys walked away specifically, so no one saw it.
Got away with another murder.
Christ.
We'd love to see it.
You see, as you guys look around, you start to see some satyrs kind of peeking their heads out like, what the hell is that noise?
It's nothing. Go back to bed.
All right. It's pretty early.
Wow,
by the
that
way.
worked. Yeah.
So,
Doric will step in front of Cork to block his view of his late friend, Thing, and just like, Cork? God damn it. Skip, look at me.
What?
You were charmed for who knows how long.
that ain't possible.
Very much possible.
Give me a persuasion
They
check.
were... Ooh, that is a 22.
I guess my brain was a little foggy. I thought it was just the Feywild, and they were so nice to me, though.
Many pretty flowers often have quite a deadly poison in them.
You didn't have to kill them. Is this what y'all do?
I would rather...
Y'all were too good at that.
I would
Listen,
rather not have killed them either, but, well...
You shot him in the face. What do you mean?
let's be honest, there are few magics worse than taking away someone's ability to reason for themselves. I
But I
truly
still,
don't
They
feel
may
that
have-
bad.
I still felt
They
like
may have-
myself.
They may have been the reason why you didn't return to your home.
You were not
Well,
as amiable
Actually,
and amicable before.
DM, is it known if charm spells, if kept on a person long enough, will it wait a second, it will mess up their span of time, doesn't it?
Certainly can. Possible. Give me an Arcana check.
13.
It's possible. Dork, you're not really familiar with a lot of the enchantment spells,
Lowest I've rolled so far.
but
this session.
it seems reasonable that, magic suffusing someone's brain for an extended period of time would certainly have drastic consequences.
Listen, Skip, I'm sorry you had to see that, but I'm not gonna lie. Most people we try to convince to not do something absolutely horrible to someone, they usually try and do... they'd rather not open a road of dialogue with us.
Can I open up a telepathic channel between you and I, Doric?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
think you need to ask.
Yeah, more just for pacing of like, hey, can I get a word in real quick? She's gonna say to you, do not forget, if you would hate for him to see this, I can make it so he did not. If this is a traumatic event, as long as we do not wait until tomorrow, I can make him forget about ever seeing his decapitated captors.
We'll keep that in our back pocket. Let's see how long he will. Let's see if he has the will to go on.
She'll just nod and keep listening.
But Skip, you... Okay, listen, Skip. I've seen the words you wrote in your book to your son. You want to see him again, don't you?
Of course I do.
And just a few minutes ago, you were saying absolutely not. You're a good father and you want to see him. And they wanted to keep you here just for fun.
No, I don't remember that happening. That's not...
Enchantment magic really is a beach like that.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden the murder seems justified, doesn't it?
No, it
I've been-
doesn't.
It is a bit
Oh, okay.
early to get excited about ending someone's life.
You know, sorry, sorry, that's on me.
You were
Where-
not able to let us assess your values as a father. I did not even know you had a son and enjoyed him, by the way you talked. You were offered to talk to your son, and you said that we might as well just walk out without you. So that seemed to have really upset my travel companions here,
I wouldn't
or
have,
alarmed them is the better word.
I would have never
There
said
was-
nothing like that. That's certainly not like me.
Skip, there was also a layer of self-defense here too. I mean, it's not as if we attacked them first.
I can't say for sure who attacked who. It's all kind of... It just felt like my brain was being yanked from side to side.
I mean, listen, we're not... I mean, take a look at our group of adventurers. It's pretty easy to tell that we're not harmless. I mean, I wouldn't say mercenaries. Just
That's such an ugly word.
I know, it's not the right word. We're just concerned people who happen to be extraordinarily skilled at certain set of skills during a time in the world where a heavy hand is quite common.
To be fair, we did not know that Celica could, throw a dude to his death like that. That's a new thing for
I
all of us.
don't
We're
need the
equal.
reminder of it.
You are
Look,
so eager to remind him of murder.
I appreciate y'all's help.
I'm just saying.
Look, I appreciate y'all's help, and if what y'all saying is the 100% truth, then I'm in your debt fully. But I don't know what to do now.
Go home.
Your son?
Yeah.
I mean,
Where'd you say he was?
this.
He is currently in the astral plane.
Alright. Well, I ain't got any idea how to get there.
Well, we
quite
can send a
expensive.
sending to him if you have a message for him.
I'll be honest, I don't know if I want you guys' help right now.
I will look at Celica, like, well, actually, I'll look at Celica and wait, no, she can't see. I'll wave to Celica
I mean,
and like tap my
like tell
head.
your outline and everything. um. Okay.
Like signaling,
Oh.
like, "Hey, can I talk to you?"
Yeah. Yeah. This is not going very smoothly.
No, no, it isn't. Can you ask the party if we want to bring him away and change up that memory? That was quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a quick relay to the party and just kind of be like, so I can modify his memory and give him some peace, or we can let him alone.
I'm in favor of giving him some peace.
I am very against modified memory.
And let the man live with it. It happened. He'll get over it. I
think
feel like it's a
right
bigger
now,
violation to change his memory. Just let him remember what he remembers, right?
I agree. I would hate for
Listen,
him
we're
to reflect on everything he experienced here as pure bliss and not the enchantment that it as well was. I think right now he
I'm.
is experiencing shock.
It also does just feel very kind of gross. This man whose perception of reality has been altered for so long, and then we go and alter his perception of reality. It doesn't feel right.
No, I mean, you'd have to be careful next time you raise up a shield, lest someone pop it off for modifying someone's brain. And she just kind of giggles over at Doric.
Okay, that's a good point.
From
We
where he sits,
do
they're doing
tend,
exactly what they just did.
okay, self-admittedly, we do tend to jump to violence quite quickly. Myself, quite guilty of that. Uh, but this is one of our best allies, like only family,
And we
You don't
saved him.
and
you don't keep an ally by lying to them. I respect you a lot,
Oh.
Dork, and I see what you're saying, but at the same time, it's not as though Skip is just a child throwing a tantrum. This is a really big ethical dilemma we've done right in front of him.
Look,
okay, then how
if
about
you
we
guys are
give it
just
some
gonna,
time?
if you guys are just gonna stand there, I'm gonna be on my
Yeah.
way if that's all right.
Enjoy your freedom,
You
but I
know,
do apologize for the mental scar.
I do hope we meet again in shallower tides, but yeah, I hope y'all get out of here.
Uh, just so you know, if do you have a way of exiting the Feywilds?
Do y'all?
No.
Well, I guess we'll both find our way then, huh?
Yeah.
And listen, I know you, that was quite a lot. But, like I said, the Feywilds are a dangerous place. And right now, there's a war brewing on the other side of the curtain
Well,
between our realms.
Thoric. Maybe let's
What?
ease him into
I'm
it.
pretty sure we already told him that.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much he remembers, but let's be nice here.
Kobold's right. I don't remember much, and I'd appreciate you choosing your next words very carefully.
Okay. Maybe just call me Cobalt.
So now it's an issue.
Not 5 minutes against me. Okay.
I think, Skip, what we mean to say is that we are sorry to have jumped to an intense conclusion without your full input. Our standards are not likely to be the same as yours. If you could stay with us a bit longer, maybe we could all figure this out and sort of find some common ground.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Damn. Fumble in the bag.
I was just telling my girlfriend how satisfying of a conclusion this was for me because I just love how not right this went. I don't know. This was.
Wait, what'd you
Sometimes
roll?
It's how the dice go.
I rolled a nat 1, but my persuasion
have a
is
lot of-
12.
We have a lot of inspiration we could use. I have one.
Not your roll.
I mean,
Oh, I thought we could use it on anybody's roll.
I think so.
I think that's just Baldur's Gate.
Ah.
I have proficiency in persuasion. Would I be able to
With-
help?
Skip really doesn't like you, Doruk.
I was just about to say.
I was also
That's
going to
why
offer
I
to help.
started
I'm not a
speaking
fan.
up.
Emrys will say natural one.
I'm being very earnest right
I know. And
Wait, does this count as an ability check?
it is, yeah.
I can add a d4 if I lose.
You can certainly try.
Okay.
You can also add another d4 for guidance, but I don't know if that's going to change it from... Like, if a nat
was
1
so-
is possible to succeed.
Yeah. I mean,
It makes
maybe
it an
let's
18.
Is that also with...
Damn it.
Is that also with guidance?
Yeah.
Skip is going to walk up to you, put a hand on your... Not on your shoulder. That's way too high.
My knee.
No, he's gonna put a hand on top of your hand, and just kind of squeeze it a little bit, nod, smile, and walk away. And you watch as he walks over to the rug he was on, picks up a bag, and walks off down the trail, disappearing behind a grove of trees.
just look at the party and
Can
goes,
I-
I don't think we handled that well.
Before he goes, can I use message towards only him?
Sure.
Okay. I'll DM it to you, Spencer. I know he's not going to turn around, so we can continue.
Okay. With that,
You walk
we will take
away.
a short break.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
didn't-
We handled
getting
that
new
wrong.
dice. I rolled 2 nat 1s this session.
But I also just didn't expect the immediately pushback on like how, let's call it, solution oriented our party is sometimes.
Yeah, that was a tough encounter because it's like that's why it took me so long to look through my list. 'Cause I felt like embarrassed of like it's not my I didn't get a turn, and then it was my turn. I was like, oh wait, I can't do anything that doesn't escalate. But then escalating seems to be the only way that that was tough.
Well,
Then you just yeeted that guy.
so
Oh,
that's
yeah,
how,
yeah.
that's how the cards fall.
I think this was a really fun encounter.
I agree, and I didn't plan it. All right.
It's that moment of like, yeah, we could very easily beat these guys into a pulp, but suddenly we had to like be strategic about it at first, and then we beat them into a pulp.
And then we
Cool.
decided that we didn't want to be strategic.
I'll be back in 5 minutes or so.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm also obsessed about the party consensus of yes, murder on the table, changing a person's memory. No, that's too far. I can excuse murder, but altering memory is where I draw the line.
Well, I
think
feel like the difference...
Yeah.
I feel like the difference is that, like, the violence in this situation was directed towards people that were actively, like, harming an ally of ours in some way, whereas Cork or Skip, oh god. Whereas Skip is, like,
Skip guy.
an ally of ours and wasn't any threat to us.
It just would be really hard to, like, argue that later on or in that moment because like I don't know if he would have had like if he failed that check I think we would have been like considered hostile, like that would have been bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rough. I half expected the gunshot to wake up the whole camp.
This sucks, guys.
Thank God
No,
that you.
Yeah.
Also, but I do think it sucks that you roll on that one, but also thank God that it's so narratively incredible that like this guy basically went, oh, he's a bad dad. Maybe he's not a bad dad. We pinned our daddy issues on, and you can't convince him to stay. That's incredible.
Yeah,
That's
Emrys
incredibly narrative.
is
Good,
very
it's so
quiet
good.
for the rest of the.
That's why
the
I love
day, I
D&D
feel.
sometimes. You can't write this shit. Just
He
happen.
took that very personally.
Also, I'm
I'm back.
personally love like the difference between like Embers and Emrys' daddy issues. I feel like they manifest differently. I think while Emrys
No,
is
they
deeply hurt,
do.
Embers' daddy issues is who needs them? Who needs dads?
I think the difference between how Emrys interacts with the average person versus a father figure is funny.
Yes.
What was that last thing you said that got the nat 1?
I just rolled a nat 1. Like on the dice. Like I had my.
Like what was the prompt? Like what? I forgot what that prompt was.
They
like,
were
what was
trying
the
to
check?
they were trying to persuade Skip to stay with the party. They apologized and everything.
I was earnestly apologizing for our behavior and asking for a second chance
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
okay.
to like make amends.
Okay, I just thought I was worried that I like missed like a, but you're a dad and like you need to come back for. Like, I thought I missed like a
No,
a
no.
father speech. Okay, good.
What are
Like,
you
what the fuck?
What are you messaging Skip, by the way?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me send it.
Yeah, that like I don't know. That's the kind of feeling I want to have after like movies or games. Is that unsatisfied, satisfying feeling of like, wow, that did not go the way that I wanted it to, but it was a good conclusion. Like I don't know that like, I feel really narratively satisfied right now.
I'm very glad. Me too. I
Yeah,
had no idea how that was
think you
going to
heard.
go.
I think, yeah, but I think it was just incredible the way that we kind of set up that we were pinning all like the daddy issues on Skip. And, like Emrys, the guy with the biggest daddy issues of all, failed at the end. That was so fucking cinematically beautiful.
Evil.
It was, but
I know.
accidentally.
And who knows, you might not have failed, but that's just how it happens.
That was
Yeah.
great.
You know, it's
I don't know. I feel like after you watch a good movie, you just need to take like a breath. Like that's how I feel right now. Just like a. Like,
that's why we have the break.
Yeah, that was a good schedule break.
It's also just funny, like
also
listening
back.
to try to justify brutal murder. It's like, why do you guys do it? You know, it's just easier. Yeah. Why do you blow off his head?
While we're
is-
still in the room, I'm just gonna cast Gentle Repose as a ritual on the dead elf.
Sounds good. What does your gentle repose take any form specifically?
What do you mean?
Like
Like a Patronus?
you can flavor your magic however you want. Like
Oh, like when
For
like,
Anubis, it was like
yeah, it was, like, mushrooms
fungus and
shit.
lichen.
Oh, right. I don't
Fungal
think
and-
so.
okay, that's
I
fine.
think Lawrence's Gentle Repose would just make people look the same as regular people, but just prevent them from becoming undead or decaying.
Isn't his head missing?
Yeah,
The sister, yeah.
the gentle repose fashions a like a very mannequin style head in like a spectral magic.
Oh god.
I feel like we
That's
do
freaky.
have to talk about this though.
All right, is everyone back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then let's officially come back from the break. So
Well, I was in
Lawrence
session mode.
Lawrence has finished casting gentle repose on the corpse, and Emrys finished casting message out to Skip, which I don't believe any of you would probably notice. Emrys, you do not get a response. So, with that event completed, what is everyone doing?
Dork is going on as he was before.
You guys are hitting
Did
the
we
trail?
hide the bodies?
I'm gonna.
Dork is just gathering his stuff.
Okay.
Emerus is side-eyeing Ember and Lawrence to see if they have any feelings about what just happened.
Lawrence
I
definitely looks a little bit uneasy.
do saddle up to Emrys and just goes, "Oh, I don't feel great about this. I'll be honest. That's did we mess up? I don't,
I think we could have
did-
handled that better. But
Should we do a
what's done is done.
well?
Well,
Maybe not now, but I feel like at some point of rest we should do a huddle.
Yeah.
what we, I listen. I don't feel what we just did, but like what we're doing, the mission we have before us, we don't really have the luxury of like doing a different approach,
I think certain
Exactly.
situations can call for less violent approaches, though. We just have to figure out what situations those are and be on the same page about it.
I mean, I agree. At the same time, we did kill a man who was running away.
He was shooting magic at us.
Yeah, Celica will
Okay.
kind of pop her head up, realizing that she's being like spoken to at that point, and she's going to say, "I do apologize if that seemed like a cowardly maneuver. However, one does not stop and shoot when they run away just to run away." But again, I do understand. She's going to kind of like move her hand a little bit. She goes, "I probably should have dialed back."
I'm not saying that we have to worry about every decision we make. A lot of that was self-defense, but I mean, Skip does have a point that we pretty quickly just killed both of them.
But I think we've been in survival mode. I don't know about Celica, but especially since we met you, definitely. We've all been in survival mode for a long time. And when you're in this mode, it's kill or be killed in sense. That's kind of the way we do things, our worldview works as the way how we move forward. I'm not saying this is a good state to be in. Some of us has been in this state a lot longer than others. You know who you are.
Dork's not looking you in the eye.
No. I'm just saying, can we afford to change the way we are? Can we afford to... I don't know what the other option is for what we do. Option 2 is we retire to a tavern and live peacefully. But for the mission we
Until the
have...
world
I
ends.
would hate to be your shade of
Exactly.
gray.
No, I feel. Listen, I would like to think I empathize and understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't like this. This feels like we're back in Carcery. But is there really no in between? Like, it is kill or be killed in some situations, but do you really want to like reach the end of this journey? And I want to look back and say that we only got here because we stamped out everything else.
I want to reach the end of the journey. That's it. And if this is how I have to do that, that's how I have to do that.
Yeah, but we don't
I
know if we
think-
have to do that.
At
No,
this
We just
point, though,
assumed we had to do that.
My main concern was that man coming back to get Papa Amano. That was my concern. Or he would go and alert the camp that we have now exacted a violence on them. Which does prove your point, Emrys.
I think we do definitely need to have this conversation in more detail, but it's going to be a long conversation that we need to talk out the details for. And I'm sure we can figure out something, but right now we've got bigger fish to fry.
Yes, I think, like Emrys said, next rest would be a good time to sit around a campfire with some respectable amount of drink in hand and talk about ethics and what we are willing to do.
Who knows when we'll find our next rest, but Very well, but I will say now that I won't apologize for killing that person. That she was enslaving his mind for who knows how long, and now, since we acted, he's free to choose where he goes now, regardless of how he sees us. I may not be the softest with words. It's not really my forte, but I know how to act in the ways that I know how. It's worked for me so far.
At the end of the day, what we did here was a net good, and I think we should focus on that for now. We did good.
In the end, there's still a possibility of Skip finding Cork, so
Yeah.
You can tell
Well-
Emrys looks uncomfortable, but he drops it for now.
by the way, should we wait to tell Cork that we have news about his father?
I think we as a party, not like us the players, but the characters, maybe like get a emotional calm down before we talk about. Tensions are still a little high, and people are still a little.
I
if
feel
you
like
want.
we should give Skip time to reach out if he wishes.
All right. In the meantime, do we want to try and find a way out of this place now?
Yes, please.
Yes.
So you came from Carceri to here. No wonder you people are on edge.
Well, Casaris, then the material plane, and then here. But yes,
Regardless,
We can tell you about it later.
yes. There were similar debates in Casari,
which is,
and
to be short, a little alarming if you are reprising the same debate. So, let's make sure our next rest we talk about it.
well, in the
Luckily,
last
we have
debate,
alcohol.
yes, and the last debate there was more of a consensus against a single person than anything else. I look at you, I was a little bit stink eye.
Listen, I feel as though debate is a healthy medium through which we keep ourselves good people. So, I do not see it as a flaw.
Well, some of us are decent people, and I include myself in that. I'm not a good person, but decent. I make do.
Okay.
What? I was trying to make a joke. No, it didn't work. Okay.
I'm a little tired of the party's pragmatism at this point, so
I think the move would be to carry on.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do we know where to go?
Oh God, send us a sign.
Before all that happened, one of the elves did say that the satyrs tend to map out the area.
You guys already have a map.
Okay.
We already have a map?
You already have a map.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
stalling for time, and I wouldn't have believed them
Could we
either way.
check the map and see if there's any
Remem-
mention of a way back to the material plane?
Remember that the map you have is of the material plane, and that the Feywild is a mirror of the material plane. So any map of either is relatively good for the other.
Yeah, but distances are kind of weird in the Feywild, doesn't it?
From what I understand,
Kind
each
of.
instance of things in the Feywild has been its own unique instance, or random, or different. So I imagine putting ink on paper is going to be hard to have a permanent set of directions. I imagine a loose pathway and the scenery changes, no? Because you got turned around and you seemed pretty well, acquainted with nature. But you got lost and turned around in the woods, no?
Well, it's because I kept going in and out of the canopy, which seems to be very disorienting, but
Correct. Which makes me wonder, what would the difference of an hour or overnight be? Therefore, rendering our previous day's map
In your
slightly different.
in your experiences, The path you have been on has been mostly following the river. This river exists in both the Feywild and the material plane, and Myraine is at the headwaters of this river. So it could be assumed that if you simply keep following this river, you will end up at your destination.
I
We have, like,
mean,
a physical landmark. Okay, good.
we got here. We ran into you, Celica. Then we somehow randomly run into the father of one of our best sources of information on the mess in the material plane, and now we're here. So it seems that there's some sort of chaotic force keeping us on the right path.
Perhaps next we will meet a purple elephant who will tell us stories.
What?
Why the
I don't
fuck
know. It
not?
seems just as random as meeting me or the person. I don't know. She's kind of look like naively hurt. She's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Listen, I'm not one to stomp down whimsy, but you know, fuck.
Well, maybe
Well, tell
that
me if you
elephant
do
will
know.
know how to get back home.
I don't think I have it emotionally in me to kill a purple elephant. It better not be unfriendly. Okay, that's fine. Everyone grab our stuff and let's do we want to hide the body?
Yeah, I would say if that hasn't been done yet, Celica's gonna make sure we at least hide the bodies, and she will be part of the cleanup crew since she was part of the messy crew.
I assume Lawrence has probably already started the process for that. A proper burial, perhaps.
Let's just
Yes. I feel like Lawrence would not like the concept of hiding the bodies, though.
Emerus is sort of just letting you guys sort this one out.
Yeah.
There's still
I mean,
other people, and I don't know if they'll like what we've done. So it's just safety things.
It's around this time that the other satyrs are starting to, get out of their tents and walk around.
okay, let's go as soon as possible.
Let's go. Let's go, Daryl. Everyone, let's hurry up and go.
The body, you've done what you could, Lawrence. The body has been preserved with your magics and made to look proper, and you've covered it with a fair bit of perhaps leaves or shrubbery that is less like a hiding spot and more of a resting place. That sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Like a little
And
leaf blanket.
you guys hit the trail. And you travel for a fair while. Couple hours. Always snaking along this river. And what started out as a very wide river, approximately maybe 40 or 50 feet wide, has now slowly narrowed into a faster moving rapid, where it's now only maybe 15 to 20 feet. And you watch as canyons kind of start to slowly climb up the sides of the river. And eventually, after walking for a while, you stop hearing the rustling of trees and the singing of birds and various fey animals, and it's kind of just this dull roar softly echoing through the forest of what you understand as some sort of waterfall. That cannot be played on Watch Together. Hold on. What is everyone doing as they approach? Sorry. 1 second. There we go. Didn't play. Okay. Let's prep this better. That one can't be played either. Cool. Waterfalls are not allowed.
This is so fucked up.
How dare you want to play a waterfall sound?
I mean, you could just send the link in the chat.
No. There we go.
Oh. Good lord, 76 hours. Sorry, 78 hours of waterfall sounds.
And we're gonna listen to all of them.
It's not like the waterfall's gonna stop.
Oh, it's a live stream. It's just looping. Oh, I hate that.
Well, after 72 hours, it's gonna stop, apparently.
This is true.
Just resets. Water goes the other way.
Sorry guys, I have to hit the play button.
Mother Nature has to come out and just reset the mechanism. Sorry guys, give me a second.
All right, I can't, because it's just like, it's looping. It's just repeating itself after like 5 seconds. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
So how do we want to do this rest session? This is going to be interesting. I'm excited.
We fist fight in real life.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. That's what the plane ticket's for.
Also-
I come to America and we just meet from a neutral and we beat each other up.
Yes.
Sorry, just out of character right now, I just found out that Tree Stride, it is not just like a one and done deal, it's a concentration for up to 1 minute. So I can basically travel 500 feet like per 6 seconds for a full minute.
That's crazy.
As long as you're in a
insane.
forest, but yeah, that's fucking insane.
Even like the
Yeah.
all the trees just
Which, those conditions don't seem too hard to find yourself in.
We are
We
in like a
travel
great
north.
forest.
We do love the forest here.
Yeah, it is not the same as transport via plants, which is much more powerful and much more interesting, but it is still very powerful.
Yeah.
Not that much more interesting.
Yeah, that was shady.
Tell us how you really feel.
I think transport via plants is so, like, it is dangerous to give a party that. Same with teleport, because now that opens up the entire world of what I have to prep for. It's like, oh,
But
you
to
can just
be fair, there's
teleport
still-
wherever you want.
That's crazy.
There's
I
still
thought
stuff
were-
that we have to do first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's less prep, is like, I know where you guys are going now. Alright,
Yeah, rather than, a trek.
anyway.
And furthermore, DM, you could have banned certain spells or changed them.
I don't
for
want
the
to
setting.
do that. Because the teleportation,
wouldn't
as
able
much
to
as work as it
teleport.
is for me, it is kind of fun to have.
I was gonna say, I'm with the DM. If you took out one of the core things my subclass can do later, I'm gonna be sad.
That's why I was
want
kind
to
of.
be able to teleport to every single seed.
I was kind of thinking about, like, oh, Anubis is eventually going to learn transport via plants. I have to be ready for that. And then it resolved itself.
Yeah, but now I can learn teleport or like stuff like that too. So I
Yep.
put it right back on your plate.
All right. So, you guys are walking down a winding path that kind of approaches a waterfall. Can I have everyone give me a perception check?
Sorry, yes, sir.
Based on vision.
No.
A 4.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
19.
13.
Celica, what was yours?
Still rolling because my sheet's laggy like an asshole. Perception is 15.
15. Okay. Ember, what was yours again?
21?
21. The only one in the group who notices this, and it's barely out of the corner of your eye. Something shifts strangely in the trees, and you look up, and you focus your vision and there's nothing there. But you could have sworn you saw something there.
Guys, I think we're being followed by a Guga again.
A what now?
What?
A Guga, like a thing, a creature.
Guga?
I've established this is how I talk about unknown creatures following us. I use Guga a lot.
We stop on our trail and we all just snap our heads towards Ember. Guga!
What?
Lady
Guga,
Guga! Who the fuck is Guga?
It's a thing that there's something in, there's something weird magical bullshit. Like there's been the entire fucking trip following us.
Yeah,
Okay, there's another thing following us.
And if I'm unaware of a creature, I cannot detect them by my mind sight. Like if I didn't know that they were there in the first, I can't just be like, ta-da!
Yep.
Look.
So what are you guys doing? You stopped on the trail. You're probably
see what it was?
You're probably about 100 to 200 feet away from the waterfall at this point.
I use my see invisibility eye thing to try and see if I can see anything.
Okay. As you open up your vision to see invisibility, your eye glows with a soft light. You peer around. Give me another perception check.
24.
24. You see it again. In the same place. It's strange. You can only see it out of the corner of your eye, and as you look directly at it, it disappears. It looks like the trees around you are various shades of blue and green. And this, whatever it is, mass of something in your vision is also a shade of dark blue. It doesn't quite match the leaves, but you're still not sure what it is. But you can tell it's about 10 feet or so in dimension.
I explained that to the others.
Perhaps it is endemic life.
You know what? Let's try and mind our own business.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I will avoid shooting anything else for now. Okay.
So you guys are continuing on?
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think so.
Sounds good.
Just ignore the Guga, I guess.
Ignore the Guga. Can I have a marching order?
Lawrence will be in the front, unless someone else actively wants to.
Alright.
Emrys will be with him because he's sulking a little bit.
Could I be behind Emrys, or would that upset him?
No, he's not that annoying.
Yeah, I'll just chill out, but she's not gonna be like chatting with him.
Yeah, he's not mean. He's just
Just
So then we got Dork and Ember.
And Dearest. I'd say Dearest is in the very back.
I don't...
And
right.
I'll
I
be
forgot
with
about
him.
Dearest. Again.
I'm trying to remember him more.
Yeah, he's your boy.
To be fair, I don't command him a lot.
Oh, you don't. Alrighty. Then, in that case, you guys walk a bit further, kind of minding your own business and keeping an eye out. And good thing, too, because ahead of you, there's this shift of light, and it's very unnerving and disorienting because you can't quite directly look at it. It grabs your attention, shifting down from the trees onto the path in front of you. And as you kind of avert your gaze to try and, spin around and check, it makes itself very clear as to what this thing is. You see what appears to be a black panther with an extra set of limbs and a set of
knew it.
strange tentacles twisting and writhing coming from its vertebrae. Teeth and fangs bared as it crouches down and jumps onto you, Lawrence, from the treetops. Can I have everyone join the owlbear and roll initiative?
What the? What?
When
Ew.
you said, I half heard you say like a large black shape. I'm just like, no.
I'm gonna be honest, when you were describing it, that was immediately what came to mind, but a part of me was like, I don't know that much about D&D monsters. I'm probably just thinking about the one that seems the most iconic.
I heard Black Panther. I just went Wakanda forever. I wasn't listening. After that,
I've been playing Final Fantasy 16, so I'm imagining a Corel, which is not even close.
Oh, I feel corals are kind of close.
Ew. Yeah, it's kind of close, just a little bit. Ew. Why is it so spider monkey looking? Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, is it not a displacer beast?
It is.
I don't know. It's a thing.
Oh, I think they're cute.
Ember, Emrys, Doric, and Celica. What are your initiatives?
Oh shit! I got
I forgot to
so
roll.
sucked into this creature. I was like, oh my god, this is disgusting.
It's 24.
20.
25 for Ember?
24.
Oh, 24. And Celica?
Doric rolled a 5.
Celica got 22 this time.
Alrighty. Ember, you're up first.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Shatter on the displacer.
Actually, since this is not the creature that you initially spotted, everyone is currently surprised by this. Except for
Oh,
Dearest.
that's kind of hype.
Different Guga. Damn it.
It is a Guga.
There's two of them.
So, this one jumps down from the trees and attacks you, Lawrence. You are going to... 22 to hit,
That's a hit.
24 to hit, and 8 to hit. 2 hits. Give me a strength saving throw.
You got it.
And you're going to take a total of 17 slashing damage.
Okay, and that is a 14 on my strength save.
Okay, that fails. So you are knocked prone, and you are pinned underneath this large panther creature.
Okay, and you said I took 17 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
That is its turn. The next thing that happens is another one simultaneously jumps from the tree line and attempts to pin Emrys. Coordinated beasts they are. 10 to hit, 11 to hit, and 15 to hit. Do they all miss?
Meets it,
Okay.
beats it for 15.
Yep. So you're going to take a total of 8 slashing damage, and I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
I'm really good at those, guys. 3.
That fails, so you are also knocked prone and pinned underneath this one as they chomp and gnaw at you, slobbering maws just trying to envelop your head. And from behind, 2 more
Oh, fuck.
leap down, blocking your escape from
God.
behind.
We're being over Guga.
Only on Fridays.
The others kind of pounce and prowl as they prowl behind, taking advantage of the distraction up front. This one goes for Dearest. Dearest is not surprised, so he does not get... That's the wrong dice. Not get the bonus. 13 to hit, natural 1, and 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay, so Dearest will take 11 slashing damage and a strength saving throw. And this one is going to try and leap onto you, Doric.
Dearest got an 18.
That succeeds, so Dearest actually manages to push off the beast. Against you, the teeth and claws slash towards you, Doric. 18 to hit. 16 to hit.
Beats it.
And
16 misses.
And a natural 20.
Ow.
So you are
Yeah,
going
that
to
hits.
you're going to take a total of 28 slashing damage. And a strength saving throw, please.
Doric
As
is
this creature
really
just-
feeling it right now.
As this creature just reaches or grabs a hold of your entire head in its jaw and just tears through, ripping off half of your ear.
What the fuck?
The ear!
Lawrence, you're up.
Wait, hang on. You needed a
Is it not me?
strength save. Sorry. Strength saving throw, right? Sorry, you're going really fast. I
I'm sorry.
cannot follow along.
Strength saving throw, yes.
I'm going to use Spark of Genius to make my 12 into a 17.
That succeeds, so it does not pin you, luckily. You push it back. Lawrence, you are surprised. And Doric, you are also surprised. So we're back to the top. Ember Delight, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna. Dearest counts an ally, right? So I have sneak attack on a displacer beast,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. I attack the displacer beast with my knife, and
Make your attack at disadvantage.
that's really annoying because that was a net 20. But okay,
sorry.
disadvantage. Sure.
The creatures are projecting
Sure.
shimmering illusions, making their form very blurry. You notice that this illusion is being projected by these tentacles that hover above them.
24.
24
hit.
still hits. You power through the illusion and just kind of swipe at it. Roll damage.
Okay. Cool. Okay. And then sneak attack. And I'm also gonna use Whales of the Grave from the Grave, which means that the other displacer beast, the one with Doric, also gets hit with 9 necrotic damage.
Okay, hold on. Let me put some tags on these so I can keep track of them. Salika, you are up next.
Yep.
Okay, so the Doric displacer beast gets hit with 9 necrotic damage, and my displacer beast gets hit with. Sorry, I have to do math.
Yeah.
Uh, 14 slashing damage plus the necrotic damage as well.
9, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. You lash out, and the creature kind of reels back a little bit, planting its back paws into the ground. Looks like it's getting ready to repounce back onto you. Is that your turn?
A bonus action, disengage. Get the hell out of there.
Good job. All these trees, they are difficult terrain, but there does appear to be a kind of treeless grove that passes through up here that is not. Just as a heads up. Delica, you're up next.
Okay.
Or Selly, you're up now.
Yeah. I'm going to take Panther A, and I'm going to cast Fling on it. Now this is with the homebrew class. There's a level 2 spell. I manipulate gravity around one large or smaller creature. I assume that applies.
It is a smaller or larger creature.
I need
Which I
a
believe
strength
includes-
saving throw.
All right.
I don't know what large exactly encapsulates.
This is a large creature. 2x2 grid is large.
Okay.
So, against Displacer beats a strength save.
Yes, please.
17.
Ooh, just barely fails.
Nice.
Because I'm insane. I'm gonna fling it 40 feet straight up in the air.
Okay.
And there is damage, built into the spell.
Yep.
For this.
Sounds good. All right, you fling the creature straight up in the air.
Can I make it like slightly
angle
south,
back?
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Only after you fling it up in the air, you notice that it still has Lawrence in its grasp. So both of them
Up
go
there?
flying.
Okay, well, the spell says if you fling them straight up, they immediately fall. So sorry, Lawrence. Taking 4d6 damage.
All right.
So do I roll that or do you roll that?
You can roll it. It's your spell.
Oh,
Lawrence,
I was
give
like,
me
that's a weird middle ground.
Lawrence, give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm awful at those. 5.
Okay.
I got a 13
Okay.
for my damage.
Alrighty. So,
And then go ahead.
based off of just relative sizes, we will say the Displacer Beast takes 10 and Lawrence, you take 3. The benefits of being a gnome is that you have less surface area to crash on the ground with.
Interesting.
And they both get moved back, we'll say about here. Sounds reasonable?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, that was way farther than I was gonna do. I'm happy. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to
What level spell was that? The fling.
that was 2.
Okay, we'll move them a little closer.
Level 2. And then I did my turn out of order, so it is now the next person's turn. That's wait.
It is now.
Yeah, I'll definitely take opportunity attack. Never mind.
No. And now, Emrys, you are up.
Okay. Can I attack the one attacking me, or is that a disadvantage situation?
You can certainly try, but yes, it is going to be a disadvantage.
Okay. And then to get rid of disadvantage, I have to ungrapple them?
You have to try. Yeah, you have to try and. No, it's still going to be disadvantaged because it's blurring its own form with its illusionary tentacles. So you can try and wriggle out of its grasp, but it's still going to be disadvantaged.
Do I have double disadvantage now? Like, does it make sense to care?
Double disadvantage doesn't exist.
Okay, just checking. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack them.
Go for it.
Does 18 hit?
At disadvantage, it does hit.
Yes. Yay! Okay, so my rapier hits. Let me get the right. Yes.
You do not get sneak
That's
attack.
gonna
by the
be.
way.
Oh, why not?
Because you have disadvantage. You can't get sneak attack if you have disadvantage.
Why?
Because that's the rules.
It doesn't say it on mine.
What? It should. Unless they change the rules.
Whenever Moss brings up sneak attack, I forget how sneak attack works every time.
Oh wait, then I don't have to say. Fuck.
Does
I
it
was
say
like, you throw pack tactics in there too sometimes of how sneak attack works, because then I play it on Baldur's Gate. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
Sadly,
How come it
pack-
doesn't work?
I don't have pack tactics anymore.
No, you're not a kobold.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would. Otherwise, I'd be. If I had pack tactics, I could do it. Damn. I
How much
missed my
damage?
race, guys. 6.
6. Alright, you just jab straight up into the shifting form of this beast, making contact, luckily. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate Blade Song.
Okay. I don't know if you can do that when you are grappled.
I don't see why not. It's not like a physical action.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be the same as casting a spell.
Sure. Let me
'Cause it's a feature.
Yeah, you're right. I just looked it up. Sounds good. You can do so.
And then I can't use movement because I'm grappled, right?
Correct. You would have to try and escape that grapple with an action.
Okay, I think that is going to be it for me. Can I prepare movement in case someone else frees me?
No, you can't.
Okay, then that's it for me.
All right. It's now the beast's turn. So we'll start with Displacer Beast B. It is now going to try and lash out at you, Emrys. Since you are pinned, it is actually going to try and reach down with one of its tentacles and try and smother your face. Does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, so you just squirm out of the way. These little hairy barbs on the tentacle just kind of twitching and writhing right in front of your face, and you're like, nope, not having that today. Its middle two paws, so it's got 3 sets of legs. Front ones pinning you to the ground. The middle ones just kind of rip and tear into your abdomen. Does a 10 hit? No, it misses. And does a, oh my god, 12. You're just wriggling and writhing like a little worm, and all 3 attacks of it miss.
I'm a big guy. I have hands to block now.
Yeah. C is actually going to... let's see. It is just going to simply try and actually back up, back into the tree line. So Dearest is going to get an attack of opportunity onto it.
Hell yeah. Sorry, I gotta find a sheet.
Yeah.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll damage. Was it with a disadvantage?
Oh, no, it was not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still a 21.
All right, roll damage.
That is going to be 9 force damage.
Uh-huh.
Wait, yes, 9 force damage, but also... Arcane Jolt to heal Doric as well.
All right, sounds good. It's going to disappear into the trees with a stealth check. And vanish. And D is going to try and do the same thing. Doric, do you want to take an attack of opportunity against it? At disadvantage.
Wait, hang on one sec. I don't think I can, because I don't have a melee weapon equipped.
You're right. All right, so it's going to... Actually, it's not. It rolled very low on its stealth, so it's going to try and disappear, but I believe it beats... stealth check of 10 beats everyone's passive perception, so you guys can still see it. And last up, A is going to keep mauling Lawrence. It's going to try the tentacle thing on you, Lawrence, which is a 21 to hit. So the tentacle just comes down and touches your face. Lawrence, you are blinded. And it's going to use its middle claws to rend into you for a 22 and a 15. I believe only 22 hits. So
Yes, 15 misses.
Yeah, you're only 5 damage. Oh, I forgot to do damage from the tentacle as the barbs jab into your face. So 5 slashing from the claws and 14 piercing from the tentacle.
Okay.
Lawrence, you are blinded as this tentacle has affixed itself to your head. And you're now up.
Okay. Question.
Yep.
If I am blinded and I am trying to use a spell, I assume. Well,
if
I'm
it
not
says,
sure because I know where this creature is.
if it
But
says
the
in
spell
this,
says
yeah, what does the spell say?
the one one creature that you can see within range.
Can't cast it.
Damn.
Yeah, there are some spells that specifically don't say one creature that you can see. Say one creature within
Okay.
range. So, yeah. Sorry.
That's fine. In that case, I am going to... I'll at least lesser restoration myself as a bonus action, so I am no longer blinded.
You cannot do that. And
Oh, I
Lawrence,
can't?
Lawrence
Oh,
would probably
shit, you're right.
Lawrence would probably know this. The thing that is causing your blindness is still there. So you can
Yeah.
cure your blindness, but it'll come right back instantaneously.
That's unfortunate. Oh, fuck.
No, I will let
to do
you
here?
figure out something else.
I was gonna say, if you were
Okay.
able to do that, Celica would have a crazy day.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Okay. I'm seeing a spell that doesn't require me to see someone. I think I might go with that. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna do inflict wounds at... I'll do 3rd level.
You have disadvantage on the attack. Go for it.
It is not an attack. I'm using the 2024 version, so it needs to roll me a con save.
Really? Inflict wounds changed to a con save. All right, didn't know that.
Mhm.
Sounds good. Is this a save to take half damage?
Yes, it is. Oh my god, wait, that's really good.
It is good. However, the creature rolled an 8.
The DC is 17.
It
So
still
definitely a
it still
failure.
it still takes half damage because it has a avoidance trait. But
Gotcha.
yep.
I will roll damage.
Very hard to get a beat on these creatures.
That is 33 before being halved, so I think that turns
16.
into 16.
Nice. All right. Is that your turn?
If I were to try to get unpinned, how would I do that?
That'd be an action.
I do have action surge if I want,
If you want.
but I'm like, what would I need to do
Oh.
to try to get unpinned?
Oh yeah, it would just be like a normal grapple. You'd have to make an acrobatics or athletics check contested with the displacer beast's athletics check.
Okay, that is not worth it then. This one's not looking too good, right? Oh wait, no, this one's still probably fine. Are there any of them?
They're all looking pretty healthy still.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Right. What's everyone's passive perception?
14.
It super depends
20.
because mine's either a 2 or higher.
It's a 2. Okay.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Sorry, Ember and Emrys, what were yours?
20.
Okay. Ember, you're muted.
19. I forgot I was muted. Oopsie.
All right, Emrys. You hear a familiar noise. Can't quite place it though. Sounds like it came from the sky. Doric,
Oh no.
you're up.
Oh, fuck. Well, Doric is going to.
Can I speak
Since
as a
he's no
free
longer.
Sorry.
You can speak as a free action, but preferably in between people's turns.
Okay.
Well, first, as a bonus action, I'm going to tell Dearest to defend Ember.
Okay. He's going to go on over here and take up a defensive position.
And then Dork is going to... I didn't do the passive perception, so I'm going to just go with my plan. Dork is going to... How tall is the canopy?
The canopy is about anywhere between 10 to 50 feet tall. It varies. But you're in a more open area. As you can see, there aren't trees covering the path directly.
Okay. Oh?
Ember, you're up next.
Let's see. I'm going to fly up 20 feet.
Mhm.
And I am going to... No, wait, 15 feet, actually.
Okay.
I am going to shoot... Is that a D with my gun?
This one?
Yeah.
That's D, yes.
Alright, and I'm gonna make that a violent shot.
Okay, give me an attack roll at disadvantage.
That will be a 19.
That hits. Roll damage.
Damn. That is a 16 magical piercing.
Nice. All right.
And... Hold up.
Yep.
Really quick. Arcane Jolt to heal Doric.
Okay.
Alright, that's 9 healing. And one last thing. Action Surge.
Okay. What you doing?
I'm still nervous about getting hit, so as a, since that I still don't have a lot of health, I'm going to do Second Wind as a bonus action. Wait a second.
You can't. You only have one bonus action.
Yeah, that's right, sorry. Then I'll just do my main action as I'm going to cast Blink on myself. Dork is going to pull one of the strings of his hood, and his the runes and stitchings on his cloak will start to blink, like pulse with energy. All right, Blink has been cast. Let's roll this d6. Let's cross our fingers. And that's a blink! Yay!
Doric blinks out of existence. Boop. All right. Ember, you're up.
DM, I can't see me.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yeah, okay. We'll just... blinked. Sorry, is that your turn, Doric?
Yeah, since I... Oop.
Jesus.
Yes, since I blinked, it's the end of my turn.
Okay. Ember, you're up. Celica, you're up next.
Cool. I'm gonna go over to displace a beast B here, and knife.
Knife. Stab. All right, give me an attack at disadvantage.
No, because pack tactics. So just normal.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Hey, nice.
Thank you for reminding me. That was a thing.
Dare you? This is
Ooh.
evil and wrong.
That's gonna be a nat 20, baby. Revenge from last time.
Ooh, all right.
I'm gonna need a short second because I need to roll damage, sneak attack damage, and
You double all the
Whales
dice.
from the grave, all are doubled. Give me a second.
Yep. Celica, you are up next. Just so you got your plan ready.
Thank you, I sure do. No, like after my last turn, I was like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do next turn.
Okay, so that's gonna be 34 slashing damage.
Ooh, all right. I have a feeling that's not with the sneak attack, is it? Or is it?
What? No, that is with sneak attack. I just haven't included the necrotic damage yet.
Oh, all right. It's not looking too
And
good.
the necrotic. Yeah, no, I'm rolling that now because it's all d6s. I only have so many d6s. Okay, and then that's gonna be 16 necrotic damage.
Oh.
And A gets 16 necrotic damage, and B gets 34 slashing plus 16 necrotic.
Right, A gets 16. Both of them are not looking too good.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration at Lawrence.
All right,
D8.
Lawrence, you are inspired.
End of turn.
Pinned, blinded, inspired. Lots of stuff going on. Alrighty, Celica, you are up.
And all that, no one bought him a drink. Poor Lawrence. I am going to... Okay, which one looks worse for wear? You said B, probably?
Yes, B.
Sick. I am going to cast Telepathic Intrusion, so may I please have a Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. 11.
Oh, beautiful. You missed. Okay, so with this one, I have the modifier on it where I'm making it terrifying. So you take just a... Oh, I guess I should roll the pitiful damage I'm going to have. Okay, yeah. So you get 4 psychic damage. And you are... And that panther is terrified of me until the next turn.
All right.
Until the end of its next turn. And then I can make... Is it dead?
No, it's not.
Okay. Then my bonus action, I cast Seeing, which... No. Sorry. Wrong one. It's Exposed Plans, which... if it fails the saving throw against that intrusion, I give myself advantage on the next roll against that target.
Okay,
So
canceling
next
out the-
turn it'll matter.
Sounds good. Emrys, you're up.
I'm going to... Is it an action to change weapons?
No. No, it's an action to stow a weapon, specifically, but you can change weapons, no problem.
Okay,
In the
I'm gonna pull
2024
out...
rules, you can switch weapons as included in your weapon attack.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna switch to my Javelin of Lightning.
Okay.
And throw it at the one on me. Like, stab, throw, stab.
Yeah, let me look up how that works. You do have disadvantage on the attack roll because you're trying to throw a javelin at something on top of you. And because it's blurry, so go ahead and roll to attack.
Actually, I'm gonna use the lightning bolt part of the weapon and forego the range attack roll and instead have it turn into a bolt of lightning. You have to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
That's good. $23.
I knew it was a long shot. Oh well.
Half as much on a successful one, though.
So still 2d6 damage.
Actually, I'm sorry, because it has avoidance, it takes no damage.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. If it's
Okay.
subjected to a saving throw that allows it to take only half damage and instead takes no damage if it succeeds on a save and half damage if it fails.
Does being terrified do anything to it?
It does not.
No, damn.
I'm sorry.
Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus attack to summon the tentacle and attack it with it.
Sounds good.
Does the tentacle have to roll with disadvantage?
It does, yeah.
Okay. Does 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. That will be it for my turn.
I'm seeing it gets disadvantage. I'm not trying to like rules check you, but I'm looking up frightened and it has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while I'm in its line of sight. Is it because it's not looking at me? I'm just like confused.
No, it's because that's a saving throw.
Oh, I forget. Okay, thank you. I was like,
no worries.
I don't understand. Okay, yeah, thank you.
No worries. It's also because mostly saving throws are kind of like, you can think of them as instinctual, and they're less likely to be affected by like emotions and such.
Gotcha. Yeah, like it's before you can even think about it.
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
Yeah, I also just like sometimes when I see ability checks, you just like lump in
Right.
the saving throws in there. Thank you. Okay, that's all.
Is that your turn, Emrys?
Yes.
Okay. Displacer Beast B, or D, was actually prepping to run through the tree line. It's climbed up a tree with its sharp claws and is now leapt through. And the millisecond before you blink to the ethereal plane Doric, it just kind of gets right up in your face. You blink out, it passes right through you, lands on the ground, completely missing its attack. And then it turns around and looks at you, Celica, and Ember, just kind of pinned between two of the beasts, and it's going to use pack tactics right back at you, Ember.
Ah, how dare you.
It does not get its pounce thing because it missed against Doric, so luckily you might not get pinned, but a 16 to hit and a 8 to hit. Does the 16 hit you, Ember?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're going to take a total of 10 slashing damage.
Not too bad.
Oh, I didn't roll those with advantage, even though I said I was going to. So a 20 to hit for the second one. So that hits. So
No, that doesn't hit.
Shut up. You're going to take another 8 slashing damage. And it's going to use its tentacle attack against you, Celica, because that'd be funny. 24 to hit. You are going to take a total of 14 piercing damage, and you are blinded.
Oh no! Whatever will I do? Fuck!
Wait,
I hate being blind.
You're double blinded. You can see now.
Yeah, it's a double negative.
It's a miracle!
Yeah, if you show up blind, you don't gotta get blind.
Right.
You said that was 14 damage? Hell yeah.
Correct, yeah. Displacer Beast C is going to emerge from the tree line and bound through, leaping down on top of Dearest. 16 to hit, 19 to hit, and 24 to hit. So all 3 hit Dearest, I assume?
Yes.
Okay, so Dearest is going to take a total of 7, 8. Oof. 25 slashing damage. Strength save for me, please.
Leave me alone.
That's a 7.
That fails. Dearest is knocked prone and pinned. Next up, we have D, which is going to just keep shredding at you, Emrys. With its 2 claws, 23 to hit and a 10 to hit. And then it's going to try its tentacle with a 20 to hit for the tentacles, so that hits. So you're going to take 9 piercing damage from the tentacle, and you're blinded. And you're going to take 10 slashing damage from the claws. And last up, the one that's on top of Lawrence is going to do much the same, although you're already blinded, so it has advantage on all of these attacks. 23 to hit.
Damn.
20 to hit.
Also hits.
And 12 to hit.
Miss.
Low rolls. You only take 14 slashing.
Hell yeah.
And I believe that is the beast's turn over. Lawrence, you're up.
All right. I think the whole gang is really gonna like this one. I'm gonna at 5th level. Actually. Yeah, I'm gonna at 5th level cast Mass Cure Wounds.
The party is gonna like that one.
Cleric doing cleric shit.
Alright, let's see how much
Except for
healing
Mark.
that is. Everyone heals 26 hit points.
Whoa.
Oh, I needed that.
Except for
And that was a low roll. Actually, wait, was it? I don't know. And that will be my turn.
Bestie.
What Emrys heard before, now everyone can hear, is the familiar screeching of the giant bird. A rock. You see it fly down. A bloody and darkened eyeball in one of its sockets. It swoops down, grabs the one of the displacer beasts, and swoops right back up,
You bitch.
carrying
Oh,
the displacer
damn.
beast and Lawrence away into the sky.
Alright,
Oh, fuck.
I'm going
It
to
moves.
have a plan.
Well, one sec. It moves 100 feet into the air.
Okay. And then it has been one turn.
It has been one turn. It's going to do its damage to the displacer beast. Yes, one sec. Oh my goodness! 33 to hit.
That's not fucking funny.
So the displacer beast is shredded by a total of 47 slashing damage.
That's not funny. My cleric is up there.
So actually what happens is it picks up the displacer beast with its claws and talons and just kind of crushes it, and all the damage that you guys have done just causes the displacer beast to tear in half. Half of it falls, half of it stays with the rock. And the half that is falling is the half with Lawrence.
Yep. Yeah. I assume that means I'm no longer pinned and blinded.
You are currently falling. It will be another turn until you hit the ground,
Holy shit.
as you are 100 feet in the air.
Another turn, like until Nat's next turn, or someone else's turn.
Until Nat's next turn, until a round.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like once Doric's turn was over, we're fucked and Nat's splat, and I'm like,
Doric, you're up.
All right, Dork will blink back into existence over here. And since he can only see, when he's in the ethereal plane, he can only see within 60 feet of him. So he just saw a flash of the rock. And as soon as he blinks back, he would just go, oh shit! Seeing as it might swoop in and grab another, he's going to pray that it's going to focus on the big things. And I'm going to make a gut attack against B.
Okay. Attack roll with disadvantage.
Uh, 25.
25 hits. Roll damage. Ember, you're up next.
That is going to be 15 magical piercing.
Ooh, so close. Hanging on by a thread. You've shot off one of its legs at the shoulder. And it's just kind of crying out with this pitiful, yowl as it hops around and tries to steady itself as it shreds into Emrys.
Funny you say that. Archangel.
How do you want to do this?
Seeing Emrys, hearing Emrys, perhaps make noises of distress. Even while Dearest is, wrestling this displacer beast, his head is going to just, snap towards Emrys, hold up his wrist, and, with a loud snap, a bolt of electricity will connect with the beast.
Right. Sends a shockwave through it.
Does it matter how much damage?
No, it had a 16 HP, and you did 15 damage.
Oh, okay, awesome. And I don't have any bonus actions, so end of my turn, and let's see if I blink. Fuck, I don't.
All right. Ember Delight, you're up.
Cool. I'm gonna stab.
Nope, it's Deer's turn.
Oh, you're right. Dear's turn. He's pinned. What is he gonna do?
Can he attack?
He can at disadvantage.
Okay. Uh, 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That'll be 7 force damage.
Right. Against C, right?
The one pinning him, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Is that his turn?
Yeah.
All right. Ember, you're up.
I'm gonna stab D.
All right. Sneak attack. Give me a normal roll.
Cool. That's gonna be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Cool. Oh, nice. Okay, that's gonna be 20 slashing damage.
Nice.
And that's gonna be 9 necrotic to
Can
D
you
and
just
C.
keep doing Whales of the Grave all the time, or is there a limitation on it?
Let's see. No, I have 5 charges and I've used all 5 now. Wait, no, you only used 4.
I think you've used 4, yeah. All right. Neither of them are looking very good. Is that your turn, Ember?
No, I'm gonna use my bonus action. Oh, God, no, I'm using my bonus action disengage and just kind of step into the woods a little bit. I'm scared of the giant bird.
Yeah, you're a little guy.
Little guy. Like, I'm probably look delicious to a giant bird. I'm a little snack.
All right. Celica.
Crunchy.
Celica, you're up.
Nat, do you still have a plan?
If I can take an action before I hit the ground, then yes, absolutely.
Is that how that works?
Featherfall.
It is not Featherfall.
No, I'm saying
You have a broom. You have a flying broom.
Yeah.
So I assume it's that, right?
Yeah, it's that.
Okay. It was either going to be that or a 5th level spell, so I'm glad that you're going to use it. Okay.
Yeah,
so
use
in
that shit to kill these little bastards.
Yeah, I can't quite do that without killing our own little bastards. I don't have a discriminatory move. Well, no. All right, so I am going to shoot. The Panther D is not like on someone, right? Like he's just chilling.
Correct, yeah.
Okay, so the only one that's pounced upon is Dearest. Fuck, and the bird is still in the air, right? Like the bird's just way up there.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually noticed it dropped something and is now circling back around for something.
Probably can't see it. Okay, I can't worry about the bird. In that case, then I'm just going to telepathic intrusion. So I'll take a wisdom saving throw from Panther number C. Yes, number C.
16.
16 fails, which means you're gonna get. Which one was that? Overwhelming. Yeah, overwhelming. Oh, I always forget the little damage.
Amherst, you're up next.
Oh, full. You got max damage. Take that. 8 psychic damage. Fuck you. And
Against-
then it
against
is now
C?
against C. Yes. And it is now stunned until the end of its turn.
All right, then. That's pretty helpful.
Yes, it is. I wish I did that the first time.
Is that your turn?
Actually, no. Since it failed, I can do the exposed plans thing on that too. So next time, Oh, I did not read it all the way. You can use a bonus action to give it disadvantage on its next saving throw against the psionic power. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna do that though. It's gonna take disadvantage on the next saving throw. Okay, my turn's over. Actually, can I stay within his proc of opportunity, but like skirt
Yes.
around here?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm like, I can't just be dawdling. All right, I'm on.
All right. Emrys, the creature that has been absolutely tearing you to shreds has fallen limp on top of you. Luckily, the healing magic of Lawrence has mostly kept you alive.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah, wriggle out from
C
underneath
is
that.
the one. C is the one that's stunned, right?
Yes.
D. What's the health looking like between both of them?
They look more or less equally bad.
Okay. Then I am going to use my rapier attack against the stunned one.
All right. It is not at disadvantage. You have a normal roll. You get disadvantage because of its tentacles, and then advantage because it's stunned. So normal roll.
13?
13 misses.
Damn. Okay. I'm gonna turn to D and attack it with my hand crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
We're flanking,
You are.
so I don't.
It's a
So
normal.
I think it's just.
It's a normal roll.
Yeah. 19 to hit,
That does hit.
and then. Ooh. 8 damage,
All right.
and then I'm gonna use my sneak attack on that second one.
Okay, sounds good.
That's an extra 14 damage.
Alrighty. It's looking pretty bad. Is that your turn? Come on.
I'm gonna go under the trees. I'm gonna step to the left. One square.
Alrighty. 1 square, you're gonna need
And
an
then look, yeah.
attack of opportunity.
I love the rogue instinct
you
to
won't.
get that hell out
Oh,
of the
right,
way.
mobile. I keep forgetting. How far are you going?
Just 1 square. Just under the tree.
Gotcha. Blister beasts are up. It is stunned. With stunned, you can't make attacks rolls, can you? Or is it just a disadvantage?
I just had it pulled up. Let me read it.
Say, if I was stunned and
got it.
Is
could make-
incapacitated, can't move, can speak only falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength
Yeah,
and dexterity
it's got-
saving throws.
Yeah, it can't make attack rolls because it's incapacitated. Until the end of its turn, so it's no longer stunned. But it wasted its turn doing nothing. And D is actually going to... D is going to move over here and take advantage of the attack tactics. So it gets advantage on attacks against you, Emrys.
Deflect attack from Dearest.
I suppose he can do that, yeah.
I was gonna say, does that mean he gets to get up? I was gonna wait for a good time to ask that. That's interesting.
No, it just cancels out the advantage.
Right, so a 10, 21, and 23.
20 last 2 hit.
So you're going to take a total of... Oof. 20 slashing damage.
I can do uncanny dodge.
You can. Yeah, have it to 10. Great. Lawrence, you are falling fast. The ground and trees are rapidly approaching you. You have just been, after being blinded for what feels like minutes, you have now finally had your eyes restored back to you, and the first thing you see is the ground rapidly approaching. What do you do?
I'm gonna, as fucking quickly as I can, whip out my broom of flying and start flying.
You got it. Is that an action to activate a magical item?
I suppose so, right?
I think it would be.
Yeah, it says as a magic action.
Yep.
Oh wait, no. Take a magic action to make over me. Yeah, it mentions magic actions plenty of times throughout it. So
Alright.
yeah.
Do you want to use a bonus action or anything?
Is anybody looking particularly hurt? I'll take that as a no.
Doric is bloodied.
Okay. Wait, did you add oh wait, no, you were in the other
I was in a
plane.
different plane.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do a bonus action healing word at what level? I feel like I don't want to use too high level spell slot. I'm just gonna do it at first level. You heal 7 hit points.
Better than nothing, thank you.
Hey, let's see. Is that your turn, Lawrence?
Yes.
Alright. The rock is going to drop the dead meat in its claws and come back around, bearing down on you, Lawrence. And... How do we feel about coming back to this next session?
I feel fine with that.
Or do you want to continue?
If
Uh,
like you got some stuff prepped, so if you want to have time for stuff, I like giving stuff time.
yeah, and it is getting kind of late, and we still need to eat.
It's getting light outside for me.
What the hell?
Oh, wow.
I missed the night.
Then, with Lawrence magically escaping the clutches of death once, we will see if he can do it once more as the gigantic bird swoops in for another run against him, while the rest of the party contends with two, albeit ailing, displacer beasts on the ground. We'll see what happens, and we'll see what's in store.
I'm so bummed, dude. If I read all my spells at the start, I have a discerning radius blast that does like 8d like 6 or 8d8 damage, and I could specifically, like, it's a 30-foot radius of a force blast, and I could pick and choose who gets hit, but I skipped over it so many times. I'm like, oh, now there's only like 2 motherfuckers. Bummer.
Well,
This is a crazy session.
I'm very happy with how that
Stressful
went.
session.
It was.
I have not stopped sweating since I joined the call.
I expected a little bit further in the session, but I'm very happy with where it went. And we got almost 3 hours of playtime in, so that's pretty normal. I'm happy. With that, thank you, everyone. Thank you, players. Thank you, spectators, as always. I and Patron will be out of town next Monday. So probably no game unless you guys are available the latter half of next week. We shall see. Otherwise, I'll see you when I see you. Thank you again. Thank you so much for playing. Very, very excellent roleplay, all of you.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
Thanks, guys.
Trauma.
Good night, everyone.
Maybe. Night,
Good
guys.
night.
Night night.